All right, car's all loaded up, and we're about to head out to Indian Wells. It is shocking the amount of stuff that you have to pack when you're bringing a kid anywhere. So we got about a 2-hour drive. We're just about to load up, wife and little guy, and yeah, we'll be down Indian Wells about, I don't know, this afternoon. Is Friday, and we'll get checked into our Airbnb, and then just hang out tonight. Tomorrow we'll get checked in, do race check-in, all that stuff, and then Sunday off to the races. So here we go. Ooh. Hey, bud. We're here. We made it to the Quinta. Finally, a couple hour drive, not too bad. Oh, what are we doing here? Little guy was just not thrilled with the car ride. But we're checked in. It's warm and dry, which I expected, but it's definitely a lot warmer than it has been in years past. Like a lot warmer. So that'll be interesting. Come race day, it should cool off a little bit, but it's like 80. Typically it's been like 70. So we're just getting dialed in, getting the rest of the crew isn't here yet. A couple guys coming down, staying at the Airbnb. Not here yet, but we're all set up, and yeah, tomorrow's check-in. Here we go. How's it going, babe? We're all getting checked in, got our numbers, everything picked out this morning. Last night, actually, I had my rear tire when I got here was flat, which is really weird. So I put air in it this morning, still flat. Checked it, can't find a leak. So I'm scrambling around trying to figure out what to do about my rear tire before I get my bike checked in this afternoon. So I'm going to try and replace the valve cord, put some sealant in it, see what I can do. Might just throw a tube in it and call it a day to just try to avoid the headache. So we will see what happens with my tire. That's what we're dealing with right now. We're all good to go. Little man, having a great time. All right, so we're heading down to the lake to check in our bikes. The whole transition area for this race, it's, we got a T2 is at a totally different spot than T1. So we're just heading over to drop off the bikes. Had a couple bike issues. My rear tire may or may not be flat in the morning. If it is flat, I have a tube that I'm just gonna have to throw in there and hope for the best before the race. So I think it may have been just the valve core. I swapped that out. It kind of seems like it's holding air better, but we will see. So a guy with us, another one of my buddies, Chris, he's looking like his hub or something weird. He was swapping wheels, having some issues with that. So we're having some pre-race bike issues, but hopefully we're all squared away. Get all this stuff dropped off at the lake, get our wetsuits decontaminated, and then we're at least I'm done for the day. Just go relax and hang out with the family. Yeah.
Starting your timer in 3, 2, 1. Fully submerged. And please, nothing floating. How are you guys doing today?
All right, we're here nice and early, and took a long time. The shuttles to get us down to the lake took a long time, so we're super late. And I got to go check my bike to see if I have a flat and see if I got enough time to change a flat and figure out what I'm going to do with that. So here we go. So from here on out, the morning kind of just got real chaotic and real crazy because we got there so late, barely had any time to really get anything set up. I had like 15 minutes in transition area, and luckily the tire wasn't flat, was able just to put some air in it from the night before, just kind of air everything up, checked air, put everything on my bike, got ready to go, and tried to head over to transition. They had made, or over to the start, they had made some changes to the swim course this year. They had changed it to kind of a counterclockwise instead of clockwise direction because of the sun, which was great, but it also made the whole layout of spectating and the chute to get to the start was just kind of a mess. So I was kind of trying to help my wife figure out where to go and how to get where she needed to go with the stroller, and By the time I was able to make it to the start with my friends, we were seated. We just weren't able to get into the group, like the starting group that we wanted to be in, that would have been like our speed. So we started super far back. So that kind of created just complete chaos for the swim. I was, the first 300 meters of the swim were just absolute chaos. I knew to hit my goal, I wanted to go 5:10 on the day. I knew I needed to come out of the water in, like under 40 minutes at least, to kind of give myself a fighting chance at 5:10. So the best I've done is 5:16 at this race. So just settled into my pace, was doing my best to just ease myself into the day, and not, overcook myself. Came out of the water feeling like really, really good and really happy because I came out in like 38 something. So I was super excited about that. Went through transition, was super annoyed because my camera totally goofed up and didn't get what I wanted it to get as I was trying to record, but oh well. Getting onto the bike course, just kind of settled in. I knew again to go 5:10, I needed to do at a minimum a 21.5 average speed for the whole bike course. So really just paid attention to my speed numbers on the bike course. Didn't pay attention a whole lot to, I knew kind of relatively what power that was going to require. So was really just focused on settling into that pace. And I know the back half, or at least the back quarter of this bike course, is kind of a false flat. So I needed to kind of get ahead of the speeds because I was going to bleed off some speed in that last little bit. So was again, there was a lot of packs. There was a lot of packs on the bike course that I was just working myself through, and just managing that speed. I averaged 22 for most of the bike course. And this part right here, I love. Motor racing is by far like my first love. If I was going to do anything, I'd quit. If I had the money to do it, I'd be racing cars, but I don't. So getting onto this track is really the coolest part about this bike course. Otherwise, it's a really boring bike course and not all that exciting. So that's always fun to get on that racetrack there and kind of enjoy that. Otherwise, just stayed on top of my nutrition. I kind of sorted that out at T100 in Vegas, so I knew what I was doing there for eating and all that stuff. So I just stayed on top of that. Coming into T2, again, kind of getting my shoes off here and trying to get kind of ready for the run. My legs didn't feel good, definitely going that speed. It wasn't an easy effort. I fought for it. I felt like it was not an easy effort for me. So I was a bit worried to know how the run was going to go, and just trying to manage what this run was going to look like, because it wasn't hot yet, but it was getting warmer-ish as I was getting off the bike. Just coming through transition, doing my best to try to slow everything down, take a minute to calm down and just think about what I'm going to do here. Speed coming off the bike, I was really happy. I managed 21.6, 21.7. So I knew I was still on pace to still go under 5:10. The problem was, by the time I got to the run, I couldn't remember what I needed to run to go under 5:10. At this point, I couldn't do the math. I couldn't think what I had thought of beforehand to run. I knew I needed to run at minimum as fast or slightly faster than I did last year, which was I think I did 8:10s or 8:09 pace on average. So pretty much just was I guess I'm gonna run faster than that. Right away when I left transition, the run course is deceivingly hard. I think it on profile looks a little bit easy, but it's a deceivingly hard course because it's just never flat. I know the first mile is kind of downhill, so I was really cooking. I ran a 7:40 first mile, and was really just trying to get my legs to not cramp, because that's typically what happens is my legs will start to cramp. But was fighting super hard to stay on top of that 8-minute pace. I kind of started to crack a little bit on late in that second lap. I was worried because I kind of started to come apart at about mile 9. I ran a 7:30 or something like that, or no, sorry, 8:30. And I was a little worried that was going to be the wheels coming off the wagon. But then
right after that, I kind of started to do the math and realized if I stayed at 8:10, I was going to be, or stayed at 8-minute pace, I was going to be great at, coming under 5:10. So just kind of nailed it, like really forced myself just to not back off that 8-minute pace. Started running 7:40, I think, for the last mile. And this was coming to the finish line, like pretty incredible feeling knowing that I went well under 5:10, and seeing my wife kind of off to the side, not even seeing her, to be honest. Truthfully, I couldn't really see. I was so tired. I could hear her. But coming across the finish line, 5:05:50. Was so thrilled to be able to go under 5:10 and say that I kind of accomplished that goal. So that was a big PB for me. Very excited. So, overall, like this was a great day. Like super thrilled to go 5:05. I thought in the back of my head, like there was a pipe dream of if I really was on it, I was going to go under 5. I don't think I had another second in me that day. Like 5:50 was the absolute. There's no wasted second on that course that I was going to go faster. So I was super happy. Came in 2 minutes behind my buddy that I've been racing all year. And listen, I was just going to say this. His bike time was very fast, and we had a discussion afterwards, and we were talking about it, sharing power numbers, and his power number didn't make sense to me. So I asked, how aerodynamic are you? Because that's pretty insane. He took like 7-8 minutes out of me in the bike course. And he admits to me that he spent the bike course working with 2 other guys. Yeah, there's that. Listen, it's a fun rivalry, but it did irk me a little bit because, like, I don't think there's a chance that he beats me by 2 minutes had he not spent the bike course working with 2 other guys. Because his bike speed, his whole bike time was, he went, I think, under 2:30. I think he went 2:38 or 2:39 or something. So there's that. But anyway, that's a sidebar. Great day, great time. Super thrilled with it. And if you guys have made it this far in the video, appreciate it. Like this was the last race of the year, and couldn't have done it any better. I'm going to do some season review videos here in a little bit, and we'll talk about some other stuff and what I'm doing next year and if and how I'm racing. But yeah, like I said, big PR for me. Super, super excited, and hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you very much. We'll see you next time. Bye.